Hello everyone, me again, another episode, and this one is the giant one because I spent like 2 weeks, I would say, browsing this map and I found a lot of spots. And specifically, there's the larger version of this map. Pretty much all the hills, all the islands, all the rocks that you see over on this map. I think I couldn't make 2 rocks, I believe. So I covered entire sneaky spots on this map, so I didn't want to make 2-part video. I personally like when things are compact in one place. You need something about certain thing, you go one place. That's how I like, so I decided to make, I prefer like have a big one video about Alamein map, rather, you know, doing like 2-part, 3-part videos. I don't like that. So it's gonna be a big video. This video has chapters. I heard your comments. Thank you for all the comments, all the nice words. Thank you as always, all the likes, you know, comments. Thank you. I'm trying to make something interesting for you guys. So yeah. Okay. What else I wanted to say before we can jump into this path? Oh yeah, I didn't separate south spawns with the north spawn. It's a little bit back and forth, but again, apologies. It is very time consuming. All that process I spent maybe, I don't know, 2 weeks, I would say, to figure out all of these spawns, recording, blah blah. I don't want to complain all the time, you know, all of that. So yeah, I believe I said everything. Just in case, I am commenting post recording of all these sneaky spots, so I'm gonna just watch and comment it. Without further ado, let's jump into our spots today. So the first one, I'm showing on the map which spawn. This is the north spawn, so there are lots of spots over here. I don't want to say they are sneaky, because what I realize, it's very easy to get there, but I've never seen anyone to use those spots. You might say they are useless, but you know, I wouldn't say that. There are many useless spots in this video. I wanna say that. But this one, when you climb up here, what you gain? First, you high elevated position, and you can, yeah, it takes time, and you know, it's very safe. It's in your spawn. You don't need to risk yourself, all that stuff. While I'm climbing over here, I'm already looking at my, you know, zones, the C, B zone, to see what I see from here. Man, you see B zone, not clearly because there are lots of buildings. So I tried to go all the way as maximum as I can, but at this point it starts counting as a red zone. So from here, from your turret, you can see B buildings. At least you can, you know, sneak you around through those buildings and get some kills. I mean, why not? It's possible. You see B, and you see all the roads that takes enemy side to the B, and again, I'm showing on the map with my mouse, so you can see what I want to say. Yeah, you can come here, and beginning of the battle, you can, you know, browse, you know, catch a couple of tanks, get kills, and if you see it's boring anymore, so you can just go to another spot that I have in this video. And yeah, you see all the paths to the C zone, all that road I'm showing on the map. Again, while I'm talking, just always pay attention to the map to understand where am I and where I'm showing, what you can see, all that stuff. So I just don't want to say it every time when I'm talking. But yeah, C is not so super visible. I would say not visible at all, but the path to the C, you can catch a couple kills over there. So it's over there, you can use it, and I'm just browsing here to show you your full visibility. So from the same spot that we are here, we just drove down. I didn't want to cut this, just to give you understanding where we are going, from where we are going. It's still north spawn, and you just drive down, and just straight to that hill, to this hill. This is not some sneaky, pretty much every tank can come here. Maybe wheelie tanks might have some problems. I realize that wheelie tanks don't like climbing a lot, only when you just jump somewhere like with high speed. So on this hill, what you see from this hill, you see again the path to the sea zone, all that roads, like pretty much all possible ways to the sea. You can see that. You can get some kills from this zone from this hill. Sea itself, of course, not visible, so sea is behind that castle, but you can see the path. So maybe 1-2 kills from here, and after that you just turn your turret to those hills where enemies might wanna, you know, climb to do the same kills as you want to do from the hill. And we see B zone, kind of see again there is a lot rocks, buildings, all that stuff, but I mean you definitely can get couple kills from this area, and even a little bit of A, you know, all those behind those hills, when, you know, tanks likes to play from their turrets, you see them from here, and you see that A zone as well, a little bit, not fully, but I believe you can even get full tanks, see the full tank body from this distance. I mean, why not? But we have much more funny and interesting positions on this map. So yeah, we are here on the map. I'm showing on the map, mini map. Now from here I decided, so this is the one big spot, but it has a lots of, let's say, balconies or, you know, areas where you can use them. So I'm calling it just one big spot. So this spot has this balcony, which gives you much more clear view to the B, and you can see B from here pretty clear, I would say. C, not so much, not for the C. This balcony is not for C, definitely. Maybe, you know, that road over there, you can see and do some kills. And from here, view again, from even this position, you can see a little bit of A zone. So from here, what we do, honestly, I don't remember myself. Let's see. Again, this is a post recording commenting, that's it. I'm not like, this is not a live recording and talking. So we drive all the way down and we go again, look at the map where I'm driving, to not waste your time to browse and try to see where that spot was, all that stuff. Just, you know, the straightforward way you need to go. You drive over here, and this one is, I would say, pretty easy as well. Little bit of crabbing maybe over here. Definitely not for wheelie tanks, so that's even maybe better, because, you know, we like to play with MBTs. I personally like, so this is my most powerful MBT in terms of engine power. So it has really good forward speed, reverse speed, so it's very good for crabbing, you know, crab climbing, let's say this way. So once you climb over here, this one is very huge. I mean, just spot generally, it has a long hill, like it spreads all the way to that right side, you can see. But for now, I just stopped here to see, okay, from here, what I see from here, I see kind of again the same path to the sea. Like you can do a couple kills from here to the sea, and then you see B as well, pretty clear. I'm showing on the map all that road that goes to the B from enemy side, and even you can maybe protect your spawn zone if they want to push forward to your spawn. You can do that as well. And all those hills I'm trying to show you here, and you see pretty much entire desert side of this map. You see pretty much entire desert side of the map. All those hills playing behind you know, the hills, dunes. You don't see much clearly A, but at that other side, on the right side, I remember there was always zone in the past. I don't know if I'm mistaken. Yeah, those tents over there, whatever. But from here you can see what you can see pretty much. Now then I decide, okay, let's drive a little bit corner side of the map, see how deep I can see towards enemy side on desert side of this map. So I drive all the way here until I reach the red zone alert, all that stuff. And man, look at this map. It's a giant spot. It's a giant spot, and it's very high hill. And there is a like very good spot over here. You know, it fully hides your tank, but there is a little hill. But you can play from your turret if you have a really good gun depression. Not really good. I believe you can play even with terms, premium terms T, 270T. You see pretty much clearly A. You know, all those rocks the enemy likes to hide behind. And this is very awesome. Just little reverse and you're covered. So if you go little drive forward, so to see the A, from here, boom. Look at this. It's a clearly visible A. I mean, yeah, there will be behind rocks, all the buildings, but I mean, it's here. Welcome, you're welcome. And by the way, that downside you see over there, you can come over here from those that path as well. But it's a little more dangerous because your back will be exposed to enemy from A side. So you see even much better. You pretty much see their spawn. All these their path to anywhere from the desert. You can see them. You can cover yourself. There is a cover spot over here to cover yourself, and that's what I'm talking about. The same hill, you can come over, climb up over here from this side, like a downside of the hill, but again, your back will be visible to enemy. You know, two sides actually, this one and this one. You can go over there, maybe even 3 paths to get there. But it's much faster from your spawn actually. Yeah, I think that will be much easier. So another one, look at the map, which island I'm talking about. This one pretty, I would say, famous. I've seen several times. I believe I myself even climbed up here, but I myself, not gonna lie, I didn't find this the spot. I saw it on another video. I don't know why would you wanna climb over here. Maybe if your spawn is the red zone, red spawn on this map, if you the south spawn, you can come here to do the spawn camping. For the blue spawn, you can do spawn camping over here, but otherwise I don't know, it's here and I just decided to show you as well. Not so much that much of useful, but you will be kind of unreachable for enemy, at least the tanks. And also, yes, you can cover that side if they want to push towards your spawn. And little road over here, you can also control that road if someone wants to come to you and, I don't know, do some messy stuff. In terms of the B, not so much visible B because there is a rock, but you can control the road over there. Again, this is bot capturing zones. I need to accelerate here. They are so annoying, man. I will face them a lot on this video, but not a big deal. Yes. So what else can you see from here? Again, that's some road. I don't know, you know, kind of. Maybe you can do some kills from this distance. I don't think that much, but you know, you can, you know, switch spots one to another and all that stuff. So this one, that giant island you see, we gonna get to that island as well. Haha. I've never seen anyone on top of that. Actually, maybe no, I saw someone, but like, to be honest, I didn't watch someone else's video. I found this spot myself, browsed, and I found how to get there, and actually it's pretty easy. It's pretty easy. A little bit of a danger in terms of you're gonna expose yourself to enemy, but if you do at the very beginning of the battle, like you drive all the way here, just look at the map, look at my path, you drive over here, and the enemy that is on A side, like A zone side, their spawn over there, not so much exposing yourself, just make sure there's no one looking at you, and there you go. This is the spot that I'm talking about. You need a little bit reverse. You can drop smoke grenades here to cover your butt. and just drive between those rocks. I messed up for myself here. It's not that difficult, just for some reason my tank in the first attempt slide back. I did it like, first time I did it like from the first attempt. Yeah, you just drive between those two rocks. Yeah, I know, it's stupid. But I believe you must have some kind of power with your tank, you know. Fuji has pretty decent power, so I was able to make it. Definitely not for wheelie tanks. You're not gonna get here with wheelie tanks. I don't think so. I'm saying that from the Fox tank. I stuck in, you know, Attica map. That was so, I don't know, I didn't understand the rocks physics over there. But anyways, here you climb up over here. This one is very big, this spot. All B zone, all the road to the B in your hands. Like, click your enemy one after another. And if you have even a Fuji, you know, 4-second reload, you can just, you know, I don't know, you can make some messy stuff for enemy, some dirty stuff. Again, look, all that path to the sea, you can see it from here. So I mean, do whatever you want to do. Plenty of spots on this map, whichever you want to choose, depending on the battle situation, you know, all that stuff. You have lots of options over here. And again, from here you see that those tents over there used to be zones in the past. I don't know, maybe I'm something confusing. And you see pretty much entire desert. I believe you can see all the way to their spawn, but I'm not sure. I don't remember. And I don't try all those balconies like that. Those tents I'm talking about used to be some zones over there. Now it's zone on this castle. I don't know. Yeah, from turret you can play from turret from here, and pretty much their their spawn is visible from here. All those things are, I believe their spawn is over there. Yeah, all their you know, paths to capture zone, all that stuff. I mean, you understand the point. Yeah, it's very clearly visible. I mean, yeah. So the balcony on my right, I didn't drive over there. I didn't jump over there. I mean, if you have this high hill, why would you jump over there? So you can try it yourself. So from this balcony, we are moving a little further because you have a little more elevation in front of, on the spot. It's a giant lit island in the middle of the map. Not middle of the map, like in the map. So you pretty much see everything from above. Again, another portion of the same spot, and you see entire desert. Like, I don't know. If someone wants to play from your turret, you can do it from here. You can just eliminate them. B, look at the freaking B. Oh, I don't know who can come here from enemy side. You will be here and ready to kick their, you know, backside, let's say this way. Sea not so much visible, only path to the sea, but it's here. I'm driving a little forward to see if I can see B even more clear from this balcony. And as you can see, even we have example here. That's the road. You just kill all the B people, let's call them this way. I'm very excited to show you all these spots, zones. There are haters of these type of content zones, but I'm showing they are here. Anyways, the next one, look on the map, which island, which rock I'm talking about, that big one. So in that spawn, you spawn on that side, you drive all the way over here, I'm showing on the map where you need to go, a little bit northern side of that island. So just keep in mind, look at where I'm driving. So that giant rock over there, we're gonna climb up all the way on top of it. Yeah. So it's pretty easy actually, but just no one would ever thought about how to get there. But it's pretty easy. So you drive, I'm again showing you the path you drive from that side. But map actually doesn't show that much and it doesn't give you much understanding. But visually, you drive over these rocks. Luckily, for some reason these rocks are not so dummy like rocks in Attica map, which annoyed me a lot. These are pretty normal, like make sense kind of thing. So you drive over those rocks and you climb up on these rocks as well. Just make sure you don't expose your left side to enemy, check everything and drive exactly how I'm driving. I'm gonna show you here, like the corner of your tank must be very closely passed through that corner of the rock. You know, don't turn to left because you're gonna slide down. And yeah, just make sure you like pretty much tight going with this rock, basically. I mean, you understand. So yeah, drive over here. A little bit struggle here to climb up, but actually when I tried it first time without recording, it was much smoother. I don't know, for some reason maybe angle is too sharp, but I mean, I don't know, sometimes happen. It's not always the same way I get to the spots. Sometimes a little weirder, a little longer, a little shorter, but eventually you can climb up on this hill. I believe you need to just keep a little bit diagonal angle, you know, some kind of crabbing level-ish, you know, not directly uphill, a little bit, yeah, left to, you know, to get some traction. I mean, again, create custom battle, just test these things out. With MBT at least you can do it. I don't know about wheelie tanks. Try with the wheelie tanks. So look at the map. We are on top of this hill, and this hill actually gives you pretty good view to lots of places. I always, once I get to the spot, I always go to the highest point of that spot. From here, look at the bee, man. This is insane. I know one day they will patch this, pretty sure about that. But look at the bee. No one expects you to be here suddenly. Like, bee is controlled by you completely. Even the path to the sea. Look at that. It's so freaking tasty. Like, all that castle is under your control, basically. And from here, okay, I got here. What next? As always, I drive all the way. Try, you know, browse entire island rock to see where else I can drive, maybe better spots. Yeah, so top hill, yeah, that was a little dangerous. You don't want to stay there, but there are spots on this island where you can actually hide, play from your turret, how you say it, shoot and scoop, something like that, you know, shoot and just reverse and hide yourself, protect yourself, or you know, something like that. I'm showing here again the roads that takes you to the sea, enemy side to the sea, and you can control those. And yeah, it's here. Use it, try it. Again, I'm driving back to see what else I have over there. I honestly, I think this spawn is more for blue spawn rather than the red spawn. So you on top of the hill, you can see everything, man. Everything is in your hands, and it was not so difficult to get here actually. Yeah, I mean, look, everything, and it's pretty long, you know, island. You can drive like a lot. You want to go down a little bit, don't want to stay on top of the hill. Lots of space over here you can utilize in your benefits. If someone pushes to your spawn, you can come on this side and just kick their backs. Yeah, that's our spawn actually. Yeah, that's our spawn. And you can control it, protect your spawn, all that stuff. Nice, sweet spot. So yeah, try it again, create custom battle. And again, please leave a like, you know, subscribe, all that stuff. It helps tremendously for growing the channel. Another one, look at the map, which island we are talking about. You drive all, I'm showing kind of path where you can come here. This one a little bit of dangerous, because if you're in the blue spawn, you drive behind this rock. Pay attention where I'm driving. At this point, I think you are safe. But when you reach over here, I've never seen someone using this spot actually. It's not even spot, it's just basically drive up kind of place. Only this side might be a little dangerous because your back is exposed, and make sure you don't stuck with these rocks, they are freaking annoying. Yeah, after a little bit of forward, from here you are kind of protected. Just make sure you can make all this between these two rocks. It's over here on the map. And what you get from here, you just drive up, and I think at this point you are safe. You just drive up, and we have a giant balconies over here that you can use. Not so much protection, but I mean, it's here. I have to show you. You can control enemy sides, spawn. You can control zone A, all about those tents over there, even uphill. You will be got shots, definitely. And from here you actually can control the road to the upside of the map. From enemy side, if they want to go upside, you can control that too. And it's not, I would say, sneaky spot. I didn't struggle to get here. It's just straightforward path. I mean, I decided to show you. It's here. Yeah, you see all the entire map. So another one. Look at the map where we are going. Again, north spawn, blue spawn, and you just drive all the way to the corner of the map, and just pay attention which path I'm taking. Again, not so difficult to get there. Pretty much any NBT can do that. Look at it. It's not so difficult. Pretty safe. I don't think in the beginning of the battle someone will be here. Yeah, I mean, that's between these two rocks. Just climb up. There we go. So not super useful spot. As always, I drive to all the way to the top of the hill. I want to always be like king of the map. Yeah, not so much helpful spot. A little roads you can control, little of the B sides hill that you can control, maybe a little bit. And that road that you can control that as well. The road that potential enemy can take to go to the sea from their side. I mean, you can see it from here. You can control that. Yeah, kind of not super position. I always wanted to go to the left side rocks, the end edge of the map. I mean, you can see what I'm showing. I'm talking about rocks on my left, those ones. Yeah, I wish I could go there, and I actually tried, unsuccessfully, but you will see in a bit. Yeah, you drive forward. You there is a lot of rocks from which you can play to protect yourself. And that rock, you can play from that rock to control that path. If you drive a little forward, you can control people, enemy, that road. You can control that road, and enemy who wants to come from B to this side, you can control that as well. I mean, kind of, you know, yeah, that road. And there is this rock. You can just stay behind it and control the entire road. That road and this hill from B side, you can just shoot and reverse back. I think some benefit you have on this spot, definitely. It's not like super useless something. Yeah, pretty much controllable spot, let's say this way. Oh boy, so many other spots still. Yeah, shoot and reverse and you're protected, and again shoot. You know the how to play. I don't want to tell you how to play. I'm just showing you the path. So to those rocks that I mentioned, I wish I could go there. This is my attempt. I just want to show you. I didn't put much effort. I just didn't want to, play all that stuff. It takes a little time to find the specific road to exit the red zone as quick as possible. This is my maybe second or third try to do this. There is a red zone free pocket in front, and again this is a wheelie tank. It slides, it doesn't have much friction. I think I could make it, but I didn't put much effort, you know. I mean, I'm just showing that it's potentially possible. Now we are switching to south spawn, and look at the map. We are talking about this island. So how to get to that island? We switch to the south spawn. Alrighty, you drive behind this rock, behind this island itself, and it looks like here that you can go from here, but no. I tried, it cannot climb over those rocks. They are too slippery. At this point, it's pretty safe. You are far behind enemy view. You drive over here, look exactly which rock I'm taking to climb up to that hill. Not so difficult actually. Rocks here, as I mentioned already, they are pretty friendly, let's say this way. But at this point you are already exposed, so I don't know, you can drop smoke grenades before you jump over here and climb up on this rock or island, let's say this way, and this giant rock is in your use. What you get from this rock? A little view from this side, view of the desert. Not so much, I would say. Maybe, you know, hills over there, you can control them from this side of this spot. Not so much B, I would say almost nothing from the B. Maybe if they want to push towards your spawn, you can control from here, you can, you know, definitely, but there are like higher hills in front, so they might come over there and shoot you from there, so not ideal. On other side of the island, what you can do, maybe control the enemy who wants to push from the sea side, that road, all that stuff. Yeah, not so much visible. B is not so much visible, but this island has some good side of it as well. Oh God, I love to drive on places where it's not intended to be driving. It's like some, I don't know, a secret world or something like that. That's why I'm doing all these videos as well. So you from here, this side of the island, you see you don't see A, but you see all those dunes where enemies like to play from their turrets. You can do some messy stuff, dirty stuff from here. You see the left side of the desert pretty much clearly. Not so much the higher altitude. That's why it's not super useful island, but this island is here, and I wanted to show you, if you want for some reason to get here, there is a place where you can do. But from this side of this island, you kind of see pretty normally, you know, a little deeper of the desert. Again, not ideal. Not ideal. We have much better view to entire desert for the south spawn. We will go there, no worries. Yeah, I'm just showing here all those hills, dunes, you can see, and as well that those tents. It used to be zone over there, I don't know. Again, so if happens that there is a zone, I believe there are like 3 types of this map setup, like the smaller one, a little, I don't know, middle one. This one is the bigger one. Of course, when you have a smaller size of the map, most of these spots will be not available. They will be beyond the red zone, but I'm showing you entire map. So whatever type of map setup you have, you can utilize whatever spots you have in your utilization. Maybe a couple rocks will be in yours outside of the red zone, so you can use them. Man, what the hell I'm talking about? Look at the map. Which island again? And that island. We drive over there. Again, I don't want to say that's a sneaky spot. It's not. I mean, it's with MBT at least. You can drive over there. And by the way, while I'm saying MBT, I haven't tried none of these spots with wheelie tanks. I don't know. You can try it, but they are very hard to climb up to the hills, so they are good for the speedy jump overs, but climbing not for the wheelie tanks. So this spot, this zone, what you see here, I actually myself don't remember. Well, little bit of the road that goes possibly to the C or to the B. If enemy wants to take that road, you control that road. Or from this hill. Nothing, I believe, on the seaside, only if you drive down. Also, you control this road. Not super, you know, useful. Not so many enemies will come over here. And that road as well. You can control if enemy pushes from B towards your spawn. You can control that as well from this hill. And if you drive down, you control the enemy who wants to push from the sea near the castle. If they want to come to push, do spawn camping, you will be here ready to meet them with AEP FSDs or something else that you have. Trying again all the balconies that this spot have. Yeah, this has I think this rock kind of gives you a little better view to the sea. Yeah, that sea, when if enemy wants to push you from that sea, that side, you can control that. A little bit of the uphill view. Yeah, not super useful, you know, sneaky spot. And another way to get the same hill is on front of that hill. Like if you look at the map, you just climb up from this side to that hill, two sides, whichever you want. Let's say if you in others the opposite spawn, if you come to spawn camping here, let's say this is the enemy spawn, you can climb up over here to just kill enemy yourself first. So another one, I believe, right? That rock, that island, we just covered the island below that, and now we're covering island this one. Again, not so much difficult to get there, it's pretty straightforward. I again don't know about wheelie tanks, but with the caterpillar tank it's easy. It's over here. You climb up, and let me remember what we get from this spot. Don't remember that it should be something like awesome. Don't remember. Well, again, just controlling a little bit of the roads and a little bit of the B. You know, when they just wanted to come to the B, you can control that road I'm showing on the map. A little bit of that road, the spinning tree. Physics, realistic game. Yeah, you can control. Actually, no, this spot is kind of more useful than previous one. You at least see a little bit of B. If they want to push from the B, you can control and do some nasty kills from here, surprise your enemy. And of course the seaside, if they want to come from here for some reason to push your spawn, you are here to face them and show who's the boss over here. And you can see a little bit of the desert, not so much, but I mean, I'm showing whatever you see from here. 2.4 clicks, pretty far distance. So I would say if you got into this map, take a little more rounds. I mean, if you're gonna play from the hills, it's gonna be long distances shooting, so lots of ricochets, lots of non-penetration, so carry a little more ammunition. So another one, this island. Pay attention where we are going, which island I'm talking about, this one. So how you can get there. Just drive forward from your south spawn. Man, we pretty much owned entire hill, all the hills on this map. Again, pay attention which path I'm taking. From here you can drive over this rock, and pretty easy, I would say pretty easy. The rock will stop you for a bit, but after a while your caterpillar will get some traction, and you can drive up to this rock. Another like keep the little bit angle to get more friction with the rock. There we go. We are here. Not so dangerous. It's easy, pretty much easy to get here. What we get from this hill? Oh boy, not super many stuff, but surprisingly you can see a zone. If enemy wants to capture you or play from those dunes, from their turrets, you see them from here. Just clean up this tree if it bothers you. It's unexpected for enemy. They, yeah, you see pretty much the half portion of the A. Again, not so much to the B, because B is a little uphill. So if enemy comes to in front of you, those hills, they can get you, because those hills are actually, you know, they will have problem with their gun depression, so you might get them first. Yeah, look at the view, what you see, what you can cover, what you can protect from enemy. It's here. This is another hill, this is another island. I'm browsing it. What we have over here? Oh man, this is the big island actually. Even higher hill over here. Oh, interesting. But not so much useful. It's I mean, it's here. Again, use it whatever reason you want. I mean, yeah, you can control the sea side if they want to push. These hills are more for defense than attack. To defense this your spawn, let's say this way, if they're pushing too hard. They cannot get you from the ground, only from uphills. They can go uphill and get them, but they will have gun depression problems. So, I mean, you still win on this hill. I'm just showing the entire view. All right, the next one, looking at the map. This giant island. So, did I cover this already? Or was the island below that? Okay, whatever. Maybe I covered, I don't remember. So, how to get there? Pretty easy. Again, crabbing skills needed. You drive here, not so problematic. Again, I don't think wheelie tanks will make it. Not so sharp angle here, easy to climb actually. Just you need good reverse speed as well. Let's say turns T also would make it, but it will take much more time to get here. And once you just drive over here, you do reverse, all those, you know the point, you know how to do this. And this spot actually is very good because it gives you so much awesome view. So like view to desert, especially on desert side of it, you just see everything from above. And I mean, can you imagine having scouting option? You scout everyone left and right. Yeah, look at the B, you see pretty much clearly B. From here you just can protect the B, do kills, all those hills where enemy likes to go up. And entire that balcony, like, you know, middle balcony where the B is, you can see all that road that goes to the B. And yeah, it's a very good position that you can use for your benefit. And look at the desert, man. This is entire your desert. You can, I mean, I don't know even what to say. A, look at the A, you can see clearly A. Let's say they capture the A and they want to move forward, push the spawn. Click, click, click. They are done. All those tents I all mentioned, very easily visible. Of course, you are also visible, but you know, play smart. Stay behind the rocks. I'm showing here that you even see their spawn actually from here. Not like directly this spawn itself, but you know, the zone. Once they spawn, they move left, right, and then you can see them and just kill them. And look at the seaside, you can control that road as well to protect your spawn. Then let's drive down and see what we have. On the downside, these balconies. From here you see a little more deeper into the desert. From here you actually can see pretty much all the path from their zone to either side, or if they want to go north to the rocky side of the map, or they want to go left to desert to the A, you see them all as well. So you can do kills. If you have a really tough turret, you can play from your turret and you just can do so many kills. Just again, if you're gonna take these positions, to carry more rounds, because it's a long distance, poor penetration. As you know, the like further the distance, the penetration number goes down, ricochets, so you will waste a lots of rounds. So just carry more rounds. Even here you see them, you see freaking everything. Oh boy. Yeah, that road takes them to the middle one, and that road takes them to the rocky zone of the map. You can control them from here, and there is a balcony on the down, but this is the higher hill, so this is the much priority. But if you want to, you can jump down, and I don't know, for some reason, if you want to, you can play from there as well. So then I drive a little further back to see what else, like what we got on this spot. I think that's it. The next one, this is the same rocky island, just we climbed from here, crabbing, and there is another way to get there. So now I'm gonna show you. This one a little dangerous, because you will expose yourself to enemy. And I mean, if you have this safe way to get to that rock, why would you want to use that dangerous one? I don't know. That question is open. That question is for you. But there is another way to get there. And look exactly where I'm driving. Let me see. Yeah, now from here you are visible. You are kind of under danger. You drive over here. And if you want, you can drop some smoke grenades. I didn't do it here, I believe. I don't remember. And you drop this smoke grenade and drive pretty safely. But I mean, I would take another way to get here. It's much safer. Just drive. Even though this is a rocky, it was a very smooth climbing. Yeah, there we go. The rest is you already know. What you can get, all those nice things. Yeah. It's over here, uphill. And yeah, it's the same hill. I don't want to repeat myself. What you can see, what you can do, it's over here. Just two ways to get here. Oh boy, lots of spots. All right, now what I'm doing over here. I think I covered this one already. Maybe I have another way to get here. I just don't remember. Or maybe I want to go down. I think I wanted to go down balcony. Whatever. I don't know why I show that. So what else? Oh, there is a third way to get there actually. Or no, I remember. There is a balcony. So yeah, you can just jump from the top of that island to that balcony, or you can drive from here. It's very safe. Drive here. No one ever think about this. I don't remember if... I think actually I saw someone over here. Weasels, I believe. Yeah, you can go over that side, or you can drive from here through these rocks. There is a 2-level balconies, I believe. And you can go lower side to stay on that balcony, or if you want a higher balcony, you can drive from these rocks. And I believe you can do actually from one side. I think I'm gonna slide down here. You can just drive from the lower balcony, and yeah, don't waste your time actually. I just remember. So don't waste your time over here. I know I drove over this rock as well, because this is the second time I'm trying to get there, I'm just decided to record this as well, but then realize you can do it from the lower side as well. I think it's that one. Yeah, you just drive down, just come here, and these rocks over here, your tank will eventually get the friction, and just you can easily climb up. They're pretty normal rocks, not those annoying ones. So the left side, a little lower balcony, but here you have a little more elevation. You can play from your turret, you can play, you know, smart, I would say. It's here. I'm gonna show you. You see the hills, dunes, all that stuff. Not so much visible A, but you know, for A you have another spots that I covered here. Yeah, you can jump from there as well if you want to, but I mean, it's here as well. Yeah, or lower balcony as well will work. Whatever you want, whichever tactics you want to choose. Yeah. Another one. Again, pay attention to the map. That island, we are gonna take that island as well. Just pay attention where we are going. That one. So you drive a little left here. Again, pretty easy to get there. I think you can do it with even wheelie tanks, but not sure. You can get with wheelie tanks up to this point, but to squeeze through these rocks, not sure if wheels will have enough traction. But yeah, you can do this as well. And I'm gonna cover, I'm gonna tell you what you see from this position. For now, just let's see what we do here. Struggle. The Fuji is a little large, actually not super large, it's a normal tank I would say, but yeah, a little bit play left, right, eventually you will make it. I think I even didn't touch my clearance here, it was just normal clearance. So what we got here, once you pass through this corridor, turn right and make sure you don't slide down, take as sharp right as you can see. I'm trying to do, like, make sure you don't slide left. Again, as I said, rocks here are very adequate. They don't slide you down. What you see from here, actually you can see B, portion of the B. You control that side. And I'm showing here those roads that takes you to the enemy, to the B. Right side, I don't know what you can see from here. Actually, path to the sea. While they want to go to the sea, you can catch them from here, and you know, do a couple kills, and then switch your position to much beneficial spot. You know, yeah, just tiny island, a tiny spot, not so much, I would say, useful, but it's here as always. As I say, I'm showing you all of that. And there is a left side of this spot. From here you can control enemy that wants to push you from the sea. Yeah, if they want to come from there, you will be ready. Another giant one. So I didn't know which spawn to assign this spot. I mean, it's here, whatever you feel safe, you can do it. If you are in the south spawn, if you're on the left, north spawn, it's here. I'm showing you how to get to that position. This is very big. So, I mean, you already pay attention how I got here. And at this point, you are exposed. Let's say if you on a red spawn, that's actually your spawn. That's actually no, let me think. No, yeah, actually this spot is much more for the blue spawn, because you can drive over here quickly, and from here, even enemy comes to the B, they rarely look at this side. I mean, if your engine will be hurt, yeah, they will look at here. It's easy to show these spots with the custom battle, but in real battle, yeah, you have challenges such as, you know, enemy will shoot you. Yeah, at this point you're back exposed to the desert, I would say, so, but kind of protected from the bee. If enemy comes to the bee, you kind of protected actually. So you only thing you need to worry about is the desert side of the map. If they see you from there, they can shoot you. But before jumping here, use your smoke grenades, I would say. That will kind of protect you. And do just little crabbing on this rock. Not that easy, I would say. I slide maybe a couple times before I made it. And keep the angle. Don't face your tank all the way up. You're gonna slide down. Keep a little bit diagonal angle. I believe you can just drive forward and jump from here, back off the rock. So what I did this. I drive all the way over here, and from here, I mean, again, this is stupid. You don't do this. You look at what you can see. Oh boy, oh boy. Hey, all their zones. I mean, their spawn. You see everything, but it's not it. This is not the actual spawn. This is just for fun, maybe. And then you slide down. Make sure you don't stuck, you know. Okay, what you get here? You slide down here. You already see their zone from that rock, actually. I didn't show it here. You drive all the way over here. I don't know. You can drive here and just control their zone, their spawn. If they want to go up to the rocky side of the map, I don't know, you can control that from here. And you can actually drive a little back, and you can control their spawn on the top of the map, the north side of the map, not on the desert one, the rocky spawn, let's say this way. You can control that. Yeah, just drive, and there is not so much danger in terms of stucking here. The rocks are pretty normal. We drive over here. They zero have clue that you can be here, you know. You control not so much see, but you can just control their spawn. You can see their spawn from here. You can just don't let them move forward. Just kill them from here. And if you want, it's dangerous, but you can drive behind this rock and potentially kill enemy who's trying to capture B. Yeah, look at here. This is their spawn actually, and I believe I'm gonna get some shots from here, from the bot. Yeah, this is a balcony. They're here. I realize there is a bot. That's their spawn actually. Boom. But he got me too. But anyways, yeah, you can control them. You cannot let them to move forward, all that stuff, and you can drive over here, the same spot, and kill enemy from their back if they try to capture B. I mean, as an option. I don't know how safe it will be. Probably not so much safe because your left is their spawn. So it's here. It's here. Now from here, let's say you did a couple kills, you did a couple shots, you decide to change your posizione and drive back. I think no one ever was here from War Thunder community. I think, yeah, I'm the first one. I don't know if you saw someone over here, and then I'm just lying to you. Here you can go back actually. You just push the W here. It eventually will get the traction with the rock, and you can climb back. Yeah, you just take a righter side of it, then you get some traction. You drive back. Where we are driving from here? We are driving. Let's see. Struggle. Yeah, I don't know why my. Okay, got it. I mean, don't do my mistakes. I don't know, take left there maybe to not stuck here, because your right is your enemy spawn, so I mean, be careful. Eventually I made it, of course. Look at those balconies, man. You can use them whichever you want. You can You can play from here. You don't need to go down. You can play from here. It's the higher hill. But for some reason, if you want to down, I don't know. For some reason, maybe let's say you don't have enough gun depression. Man, look at the view. Oh boy. You control that, you control desert, you control all those dunes, you the king of the Alamein, whatever you wanna. But you can drive down. I just wanna, out of curiosity, what those are balconies. They are kind of, no one was there. Let's maybe first, I'm gonna go there. You drive down and you get over here. You can play from here. There is not much coverage, I would say. So again, make sure maybe you can lower your clearance if you have clearance control. But you can again control their spawn, all the path from the spawn. And by the way, the smaller version of this map, you can still come to these rocks. So these are available on the smaller version of this map. But I'm covering the bigger version of the map to cover all the spots, but depending on your map setup, you can, you know the point, you get the point. Again, another way to control, just lower balcony. And from here, we drive down and we switch to another position. So, another one. It's the same that rock island, but we're not gonna go uphill, we're gonna go here. Why here? Because yeah, that was for the uphill, but from here actually, I don't know, no one using it. I've never seen someone over here. With the caterpillar tanks, again, make sure it's a caterpillar. Wheelie tanks might have problems. So here I kind of had a struggle. Take righter, not the way first I took it. Yeah. You drive over here, you go down. These are lots of balconies over here. At this point, you're already protected, I believe, because it protects you from enemy side. Yeah, actually, this spot is much easier to get from the blue spawn. You drive over here quickly, you jump over here, and look, the everything is visible. So many spots, man. From one spot you get to another spot. So there is a left down to the balconies. I will cover that in a bit, but first I wanted to do... Yeah, that's actually their spawn. Can you imagine? That's the spawn. Well, look at the Oh my god, it looks like a Simba, you know, the cartoon. Hana, hey ya. Whatever. Yeah, actually looks. Then from here, I mean, you can drive forward if you want to go forward. For some reason, lots of positions from one position to another position. And you drive all the way over here. Make sure you don't slide down. Take righter as much as possible. Yeah, this is very dangerous spot because you are very exposed. And this is their spawn. This is their spawn. That's the most disgusting spawn camping, actually. Yeah, those tents, all those nice things you can see. And if you want to go a little even more higher, you drive over here through these rocks. And I don't know, not super comfortable position, but at least your front is kind of covered from their spawn. This is again their spawn. And you can do kills from here. But of course, make sure they don't shoot you first, as always. So there are lots of balconies, if you can see on the ground, on the lower level. So we came here, right? Now I'm going back where we jump to this position, to this spot. So we are going to now down to lower balconies. You go down from here. This is the first one. And if you want, you can play from this balcony. If you want, You can go down actually. Yeah, again, I'm showing that what you see, all those things. So it's very exciting to show you, you know, everything what you see. That's the most important. You want to see, you want to know what you can see, what you can do from these spots. So those lower balconies, we're gonna jump, and another balcony. And by the way, enemy cannot get here. I mean, if they haven't watched my video, they can't go here. That's another spawn. That guy is going from its spawn to capture A, so you can see it from here as well. Easy peasy. So this spawn, I think I covered this. No, not this one. Yeah, another one. This is another one. This is the balcony, another balcony. If you want to play lower, you can play lower. And this one, yeah, this one we covered. It's one of the previous that I covered. You just drive over here and climb up, and this is the balcony. Yeah, we covered this. I'm just showing that you can come here from the top of the hill as well. So another one, that balcony. How to get that balcony? Again, look at the map, which island I'm talking about. Again, the climbing position. It's very easy from here. It's like smooth. You drive over here. Again, this boy. Look at the. Yeah, that was a weird laser kind of. Whatever. Forget it. This boy died just from 3 shots. For some reason, I don't know. Okay, the same spot, the same zone. Not here. We drive forward. Let me think what I want to show you here. Okay, the same balcony. We've been here, maybe. I think I'm gonna drive down because there is another balcony. Yeah, you drive over here, and if you want, you can jump down. You can jump it even earlier. I don't know why I drove all the way here. So this is one balcony, because you cannot come here from the behind balcony. It's higher hill. So to get here, you come all the way over here. You see you see those tents on the dune. Yeah, those ones. You can do. There is a rocks actually can protect you, can cover you. You can do some spawn camping over here. Yeah, this rock, and you can drive down to lower your balcony. So many balconies. It looks like, I don't know, 16th floor building, you know. Yeah, another way to spawn camping. All the path to the rocky side of the map from their spawn. You can do that. You can protect that, and entire view to the desert. Alrighty. So what? Oh, this one. If you, again, look at the map. If you drive over here and you decided to go back to the B zone, there is actually a way to do that. Very dangerous, but you can do that. You drive over here, look at this rock, just drive over that rock. It has enough friction, traction, and it will take you to there as you came here. And you just drive as normal, back to B. So another one is this: you come to this hill, grabbing all that stuff, and you drive down. And there is another balcony that I didn't cover in the first climb up over here. So I'm gonna just show you. Nothing to say. I mean, you understand all those views, all those things, all those nice things. So what I want to say, this is gonna be last one on this video. If you enjoyed, if you liked, if you found that this video kind of helpful, I don't know, for your game experience, if you're gonna use this, one only thing I'm asking you is always leave a like, share with your friends, share in your social media, maybe, I don't know, you know, all those things. Subscribe, of course. I'm gonna upload more such videos. It takes time, so yeah. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your time. And I will see you in the next one. We'll see which map we are gonna browse. Take care, guys. See you.